All CBSE and ICSE board students. Today I am going to give you basic details about fractions. I know all you are familiar with this term. So what is fraction? Suppose student, you are given one paper stripe, and after given you have to ask to shade four parts of that paper stripe, and after shading again you have to ask to represent that shaded portion. Then student, how you will represent that shaded portion? Do you know the process? Actually student, just look at here. So here I am taking one paper stripe. Next I am dividing this paper stripe into 7 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. After dividing into 7 parts, what we have to done na? We have to shaded 4 parts, and after shading we have to represent this shaded portion. Actually shaded portion, then what will be the representation of shaded portion? Actually this all of those shaded portion will be represent as 4/7, and this 4/7 numerically represented as 4/7. So 4/7 is called fractional number, whereas 4/7 is called fraction. So student, after asking these questions, next you have to ask to represent these fractions on number line. So student, how you will represent this fraction on number line? Just simply you have to take one line segment. So here I am taking one line segment, and I am giving name of this line segment as O and A, and after giving name I have to divide this line segment into 7 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, and after dividing, then I have to go from this point to the right side. That means from this point you have to move 4 steps further. 1 2 3 4. So this point will be the representation of these fractions. So I am giving the name of this point as A. So P point represent the fraction 4/7. So student, before calculating fractions, you have to familiar with several types of fraction. So there are 4 types of fractions: proper fractions, improper fractions, like fractions, and unlike fractions. So types of fractions are, at first, proper fractions. Next, improper fractions, and the third one is like fractions, and the fourth one is unlike fractions. So you have to keep in your mind very clear idea about all of those fractions. So what is the definition of proper fractions? Actually, a fractions in which numerator is less than its denominator is called a proper fractions. So here I am giving you example. Suppose 2/3, 5/8 and 7/11. So student, here we are seeing numerator is less than denominator. That means in proper fractions, numerator will always be less than denominator. So all of these fractions are examples of proper fractions. Next, improper fractions. Improper fractions in which numerator is greater than or equal to its denominator is called improper fraction. Suppose so in this example student we are seeing numerator is greater than denominator, and in this fractions we can see numerator is equal to denominator. So these fractions will be improper fractions. Next, like fractions, and the fourth one is unlike fractions. So what is like fractions? So actually student, in like fractions we can see denominator will be the same. Suppose 5 by 9, 6 by 9, 7 by 9. Whereas in improper fraction we can see the different. In unlike fractions, the denominators will be different.